How do we get fixation with our muscles? Because we have certain postures that we really conduct all of our affairs in and day out. So your body loves you so much and it wants to help you that it creates tension patterns, almost internal tethers, to help support you as you move and as you sustain yourself upright. Here's how we're going to use the Theracane today. The Theracane has two handles at the bottom that I'm going to grab with each hand. And I'm going to work with my right upper trapezius, which is just off to the right of my neck. And I'm going to pull down with both handles until I feel a tender spot. And I'm going to feel around. I'm not going to use a chart that tells me exactly where to look. I'm going to actually experiment with my body and get to know myself. And when I find a tender spot, like I have here, we're going to use our first technique today. And our first technique is a pin and hold. And now I'm going to wait 20 to 30 seconds. And if this is a certain type of tension pattern, then after 20 or 30 seconds, my body should go, ah. And you should feel a systemic overall body sensation that does feel very similar to the sound, ah. And that actually does feel really good. As I surf around, if I were to find another tender spot, tender to the touch, and I hold down, this time I'm going to use a slightly different technique. I'm going to use a pin and stretch technique. So as I pin this tender position down, I'm going to move my neck in a variety of ways so it doesn't seem like up tightens it more, but actually down and looking down towards my midline to my left seem to make this spot hurt worse. Now, you want to get clearance from a medical professional and your healthcare practitioner before continuing or before using the Theracane. But what I would do and what I instruct clients to do is to almost make it hurt a little bit more. And the reason for that is, as you make it hurt a little bit more, the tissue starts to loosen, or the tension pattern. And as you do it, the tension pattern starts to become loose. And it starts to get pulled out of your system. And as you pull a tension pattern out of your system, your body can walk around day to day with an ah. Now, this is not to replace seeing a massage therapist, a physical therapist, or a skilled practitioner, but this is to accentuate something for you to be able to do in your home or as you travel that will definitely help you, and it will help your therapist or practitioner get to the deeper levels and the deeper causes of your discomfort. So let's go over a few ways of how you're going to use this. We're going to start at the upper part of our trap and work our way down just to the outside of our shoulder on both sides. Gentle as we're around our neck, working our way down. Again, whether it's the hold for 20 or 30 seconds, or the pin and stretch, or moving the lower body and the upper body at the same time. I just want you to begin with the hold for pressure for 20 to 30 seconds, and the pin and stretch. And that should serve you very well. So we're going to work our way down both sides of our traps, and we're actually going to work onto the back side of our lower back. Starting towards the top of your spine where your neck and your upper back meet, just outside of your spine, you're going to go down 10 positions, maybe going down every inch, and holding it there again for 20 or 30 seconds. And the point of this is to loosen up the muscles around your spine and just inside of your scapula, or your shoulder blades. And these are areas, again, that commonly become fixated with tension patterns because of our daily life. What I commonly instruct clients to do when using the Theracane, again, is to set a timer, but this time starting off and working within a 2-minute time frame. What that does is that trains you over time to be consistent. What do I mean by consistent? That means that you'll go right to the muscles that hurt you because you'll start to develop an intuition of where those positions are after you've done it quite a few times. Then you'll know how to maximize your time by focusing on the places that continue to come back and cause and wreak the biggest havoc on your life. And you'll start to notice those as you pull these trigger tight tension patterns out of your system.